What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we've got for you guys is some early gameplay of the brand new Zombies map called Carrier, which is of course part of DLC number 3. I've got some early gameplay for you guys, and I'm going to be cutting up some highlights, which are some really cool parts of this map, showing you all the important things, some new drops, some new weapons and traps and kind of mechanics of this map. It's a really fun one, and of course look out for more content on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely drop the video a like rating if you're excited for this Zombies gameplay. So first off, this is starting area, very basic stuff. Of course, you start with your pistol, no exosuit, and you want to find your way to the exo room, and you kind of start in one of these two outside areas. The funny thing was, I was playing with two other people, so it was 3 out of the 4, of course, and one of them actually spawned in a different area. So it was almost like Verrückt in the old school Zombies, where one of you spawns in a different area, and I thought that was kind of strange. But here is the map that you definitely want to take note of, and once you get a hang of it, it's kind of easy to know your way around the map and where everything you need to get is, and you definitely want to take note of kind of where the most important parts are of this map. And we're going to take a look at one of the more interesting parts of this map, which is kind of like a little mini Easter egg or a little cool little challenge you can do, and it's actually called grenade disposal. What you do is you can actually throw your grenades into this little gap right here, and if you manage to get it in, then the grenade kind of comes back out and it falls through this like game, and it lands in a random place, and it gives you credits back. So I managed to land it on the 750, and I got 750 credits. So it's kind of like a cool little game thing that you can do with your grenades if you're already accurate with them. It's kind of hard to do because you need to kind of like judge the arc of your grenade, and also the thing is moving and the gap is opening and closing, so you need to kind of judge it very well. But if you do, you can get some credits. I'm not sure how much grenades cost in this map, whether you can actually turn a profit on these, but there's something really cool that I kind of noticed, this little triangle area, and I guess you can score yourself some free points if you want to. Now we're going to take a look at something I'm sure you guys definitely want to see. This is the new wonder weapon, the LZ52 Limbo, and I didn't actually get this myself. I actually got very unlucky with the box, and this is from Mr. JD, of course, another Zombies YouTuber. Definitely check out his channel in the description for a ton more Zombies content. He's got everything you need to know, but this is his gameplay because he actually got to use this thing, and it is so cool. And I was of course next to him when he was using it, and I saw these just laser beams just like flying across the map. What it does is it shoots a straight laser beam just across the map, and it's literally like a limbo line. It just cuts through all the zombies. If you shoot it kind of low, it'll cut all their legs off and turn them into crawlers, and if you shoot it higher, of course it'll chop all their heads off. So it's a very good weapon if you use it right, and I really do like this one weapon. I think it's very creative and a little bit more different to ones we've normally seen, and it's a very cool idea for a wonder weapon to kind of shoot this big laser beam across that just cuts through an entire horde of zombies, and can be very useful when you're training as well. So I really like this weapon. Of course, it's called the LZ52 Limbo, and you can get this out of the random box, and it's quite rare. You can get more than one at a time. It's not just one person on the map can get it. You can have all 4 players, I believe, to actually have this weapon, because we had 2, I think, in this team, and it's a very cool weapon indeed. And next up, we're going to take a look at some interesting mechanics around the map, and this is using the ability to teleport. So you can actually go to these pads, and very similar to Deri's, like an original Treyarch Zombies map, you can teleport in a very similar fashion, and you can use this to get around the map. I'm sure it'll be used in some fashion for the Easter egg as well, but it's got a cool animation that lets you get around the map, kind of similar to the trash chute disposal area we've had in previous Zombies map, and it's a very cool way to get around different areas of the map. And if you're in trouble, if you need to leave very quickly, or if you just want to get to a different area very quickly, I'm not sure how many teleporters there are. There are quite a few that I noticed, but they I think they cost 100, and of course the more you use them, the more expensive they get. That's definitely a very cool thing that I noticed as well. Next up, we can see one of the more interesting parts of the map, and this is probably one of my favorite areas to be. It's a very open shipping area, and it's very good for training zombies. You can kind of lead them around these crates, and there's some kind of clean areas to be able to shoot them down. I think it's a very cool area, and you can also see in use a brand new trap, which is in use, and that's a sort of modified turret, which seems to do not really all too much good. It seems to do a better job at just attracting the zombies, and they all kind of go to maul it, and you can kind of take them out in that sense. It's more of a distraction than an actual trap itself. Doesn't really seem to do all that much work when we were using it, but that's a cool kind of feature right there. We also see an infected round being played, and where the decontamination zones are, there are actually 2, and you can see one of them is right here. So in case you're wondering where you can go to decontaminate, these are some of the areas. Next up, we can see one of the more interesting parts of the map, and this is definitely a spanner in the works that makes things more difficult, and also can be rewarding if you do it right. And these are bombs that will spawn around the map, and you need to defuse them. And you can see on the screen right there, it says lift, and there are several different locations, and you'll see on screen it will go through, and if you ignore them, then it will set off this gas in the area, which will make it inaccessible. But if you actually go and defuse the bomb, you'll get rewarded. And as you can see right here, it seems to give you some very cool rewards. One of them is a brand new drop, and it basically lets you like just run into the zombies and destroy them. There are these little nanobots that just fly around you, and it's a really cool drop. It's probably one of my favorite things about this map, to be honest. It's just really cool to have these little like swarms going around you, and you can run into any zombie and it will just kill them. Not sure about the Goliath boss zombie, I'm assuming it won't kill him, but any zombie at all, like the EMZs or the spike dudes or the teleporting ones, like it will just kill all of them. So it's a very cool drop right there. We can also see some gameplay of Chompy, which is of course this like meat grinder, like tractor thing, which rolls around. You can see on top of it, I think there's an achievement for that as well, but that rolls around and kills them. You can either buy it at the wall, or you can have it as a security drop, and that activate by itself. And then we can also see some pretty cool gameplay of me training, and this is just kind of demonstrating how this area is a very cool spot to actually train the zombies, and how you can use it effectively to kind of group them up and then shoot them. And then we can take a look at another really cool drop, and I think this is also dropping when you defuse a bomb, and this is just so much fun. It's called Open Fire, and it literally gives you infinite ammo, so you don't need to reload. You can literally just hold down the trigger and your magazine will never ever empty. And you can see I'm doing this with the S12 shotgun, and it's just insanity. You can also see the laser weapon being shot there, just infinite lines of laser going through the map. It's completely insane, just constant noise, everyone just holding down the triggers, and it's a really cool drop. Definitely one of my more favorites, in addition to that kind of one where all the things are swarming around you as well. And then I'll show you the end and how it kind of ended in this round. I'm not sure what happened exactly. Someone went down and I tried to throw one of the distraction grenades, but for some reason it didn't go out. I'm not sure what at all happened there, but I thought I threw it out, but apparently it didn't, and I got mobbed and we all died, unfortunately. But we went to round 20 on our first attempt, and I thought it was a pretty good run. And as hope you guys have enjoyed the gameplay, leave a like rating if you did, and of course subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on future Advanced Warfare videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.